So you've probably seen YouTuber Amber Scholl. She seems to have it all, right? The dream house, that incredible closet, just the dream life. But here's the thing, she claims it's not just luck. It's not some vague manifestation trend. She says it's a deliberate, repeatable strategy. So in this explainer, we're gonna break down exactly what that strategy is.
And that's the claim right there. It's pretty bold, isn't it? The idea that going from being totally broke to building this massive brand, it wasn't an accident, it was a plan. And honestly, this is the idea that has millions of her followers totally hooked.
Okay, so what is the strategy? What's the secret sauce? How does someone really go from being a Postmates driver to, living out their wildest dreams? We're gonna answer that exact question by breaking down her entire philosophy step by step.
All right, first things first. The whole strategy, it doesn't start with doing stuff. It starts in your head. Scholl argues that before you can get anything, you have to get really, really good at the art of wanting it. So step one is probably the biggest hurdle for most of us. It's being too scared to even admit what our biggest, craziest dreams are. So many people think their desires are just too unrealistic or way too big, or that they just flat out don't deserve them. Scholl's number one rule, you gotta throw all that thinking right out the window. And this quote, it just nails it. She's basically saying you have to stop playing small with your dreams. You want a castle? $1 million? You can't even deny yourself the fantasy of it. You have to want it unapologetically, with zero limits.
And it's not enough to just vaguely want something. You have to get hyper-specific. I mean, really specific. It's not good enough to want a dream house. You need to know what street it's on. She talks about making Zillow boards of houses she can't even afford yet, and knowing the exact chandelier she's gonna hang in the entryway. The more specific that vision is, the more real it starts to feel.
Okay, now we're getting to what might be her most controversial idea, but maybe also her most powerful one. She actually credits a lot of her success to being, and these are her words, the most delusional bitch alive.
So, healthy delusion, what on earth does that even mean? Well, it's about fully 1000% committing to the bit. It's genuinely believing you're going to win the lottery to the point where you're actually confused when you don't. It's driving up to the fanciest building in LA when you're a broke Postmates driver and telling the doorman, yeah, I'm going to live here. It's this core assumption that reality is going to bend to your vision, not the other way around.
But look, having a delusional mindset is only half the battle. This next part is the second core principle. It's where this internal fantasy slams into external reality. This is where the rubber meets the road.
She makes a really interesting point about manifestation. The version we see everywhere, the pop culture